It's worse every day. I feel like we're in a dystopian nightmare and no one is doing anything about it. I don't understand how he's able to get away with the things he gets away with.
Welcome back to my channel, you guys, for the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Let's start the show the only way we know how. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Smash that like. Happy Thursday. It is eviction day. Who will go? Oh my goodness. Who will win the BB Blockbuster? Who will be sent packing? So much to talk about today. But first, as Julie Chen says, smash that like, hit that subscribe. If you want to support the channel further, you can always consider joining my YouTube membership or my Patreon, where you can get exclusive bonus content and other little things. Or you can send a super chat while we're live here on YouTube. I'll highlight your comments. Or you can hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. And I got a Cash App recently, and I want to recognize it. And I want you guys to please, please, please put your hearts and love in the chat for Frederick. Frederick sent me a Cash App and told me that he lost his precious fur baby Smokey. So all the love to Frederick, and in Smokey's memory, just put your hearts in the chat. It's the hardest thing, and I'm so sorry for your loss. And we're thinking of you, Frederick, and we're thinking of Smokey and sending you all the love, all the good vibes, all the good stuff. Okay. And today we will try to make you laugh at this ridiculous season. I also want to give a shout out, you guys. Okay. This year I haven't done it as much as I normally do. I feel like previous seasons I have. Okay. So there is a channel that I've been subscribed to, and then she popped up again, and I was at World Market because it's my home away from home and I love it and I want to marry it, and I wish I could just buy the whole damn store. And I just had my AirPod in, listening, driving around, and this woman was making me crack up, laugh out loud. She is just wonderful, funny, unfiltered, giving her takes on Big Brother. So we always like to support other creators, and we especially like to support other women creators. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat. It is Dina. So I hope I'm saying her name right. Dina the Explorer. I'll put the link in my description of this video too. But let's go and let's subscribe. Let's show her all the love. Let's get her sub numbers up. Comment on her videos. Tell her that Joleen sent you. Dina, you're killing it. She was like cracking me up. I was so happy that I just had my kind of autoplay on my YouTube, and I just kept going to her next video and her next video and her next video and her next video. And it was just so freaking entertaining. So shout out to Dina the Explorer. Here in the chats is the link for her channel. And let me just spell it for you guys, because it's always good to have, a lot of options when it comes to your entertainment and for people that make you laugh. And what I really like about her is she's very much unfiltered in her opinions. A lot like me. We just say what we like and what we don't like. And she was roasting up a few folks, and I loved it. So Dina the Explorer, look her up on YouTube, give her a follow. Let's get her sub numbers up, all the good stuff. But she's killing it this season with her coverage. So shout out to Dina. And I'll try to remember to. I've been slacking other support. Obviously, Couch Potato Queens, our loves, and my lovely bestie Steven is over there, and Busy Blue's channel. So many wonderful channels that do TV Talks with Tom. I mean, Mad Rose, Maddie and Janet, killing it. So many good ones. So feel free to share your favorites in the chat with each other. I'm not going to be like, don't share other people's channels. Share away. All right. And Haru, you're going to love her. You'll love Dina. Dina is cracking me up. I can't wait. I don't really watch a lot of content on the stuff I cover because I'm like, I already watched the shit and I already did a video on it. So I'll watch like ridiculous things or other things not necessarily pertaining to the things I'm watching and covering myself. But I'm like, I'm going to go back to Dina because Dina's funny. Big Brother Boy. I love Big Brother Boy in the backseat of his car, graveyards and all the things. I'm so proud of him. He's in school. And I just learned TV Talks with Tom is married. I didn't know anything, you guys. So congrats. I think he got married in like March and it looks like his lovely, beautiful wife. So I was just like so excited for my fellow creators. Kayla Fro is awesome. She's amazing. Care Bear, thank you for shouting her out. So let me drop Kayla's channel too. We found her a few seasons ago. When I say we, you guys probably already knew about her. I'm always late to the party sometimes. Okay, let me just drop. So it's Kayla Fro Reviews, and she, again, just great hot takes, well done, all the good stuff. Here's Kayla's channel. Let me drop it here. So there's a link. Open another tab, and here's what her channel is actually called. If you just want to, what is going on with my thing? If you just want to search it, go give them some love. Lots of people doing, you know, since we're talking so much about the Lord this season, and Julie Chen loves the Lord, doing the BB Lord's work. So here is Kayla Fro Reviews as well. Big Brother Boy, all the people needs to have, yeah, couch. I need to go on Couch Potato Queen soon. I need to have more Couch Potato Queen. Matt and Jess, I love Matt and Jess. They're so cute. And I think they take last season off, or they were doing a little less, and they're back on it every day. And we love them. So Matt and Jess, so many. Right, Savannah? And that's a nice compliment from Savannah, who is a fantastic creator herself. So Savannah Marie says, oh my God, I've been watching Kayla Fro too. She's so amazing. So amazing. I feel like when I first started doing, you know, BB stuff, it was the OGs, you know, RHAP, Mad Rose, a few others. And then now so many other people have entered the chat, if you will, and that's only made it better. To have so many other people out there. I think Matt and Jess were doing it. Nerdtainment is an OG. I know they don't cover Big Brother anymore, but I always love Sarah and David. Davina, thank you so much for the super chat. Davina says, hey, favorite Aquarius sister, Big Brother content creator, LOL 29. Oh, Aquarius sister on the 29. So a February Aquarius, and we see each other. We see each other. Thank you. Thank you, Davina. Okay. As you can see, the first video I played was Riley, who keeps doing really weird things in the house, you guys. And that was him in the shower when there were, you know, multiple women in the bathroom. And I had to ask my husband, I was like, what is he slapping back and forth? Is it his ding dong? Does he have really long balls? Like, what's happening here? Okay. Super gross. He's like, oh, funny. Oh, Riley. I'm like, ew. Ew. So it's probably his ding dong schlong. I don't know. Or maybe he just has those. I do watch The Valley, and a gentleman on The Valley got Scrotox to lengthen his balls. And we did see on the feeds, I hate to have these kind of updates right out the gate, but here we are. Riley had a boner. He had some bonage. Catherine pulled the blanket off him. I think she was sitting on his lap. He was like, don't pull the blanket off me. I'm like, oh my God, sir. You have no control over your emotions, no control over your bonage. Just gross me out. Like, gag me with a meth pipe. I did not like that. I'll be honest. David, thank you so much for the super chat. David says, money for pumpkin spice. And thanks for the laughs from David. Thank you so much. I went because it is pumpkin spice season for me. Once August hits, it's on. Like, summer what? Summer who? Okay. Yes. Yeah. Team Aquarius. He wasn't doing a helicopter per se, Ryan. It was a back and forth slap-a-doodle. Here's a little compilation I put together for you. For obviously everything I say is true except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged for entertainment purposes only and comedy. But this is allegedly what he was doing. So if you're eating, maybe look away. And also turn down your headphones.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's worse every day. I feel like we're in a dystopian nightmare and no one is doing anything about it. I don't understand how he's able to get away with the things he gets away with.
I had to add in the Rosie O'Donnell clip because it is a dystopian. Like this is, how is Riley getting away with all these things? Sorry, Amelia. Not again. I mean, he's disgusting. He's literally disgusting. I can't even. We all need counseling after this, Naomi. All right. Don't forget to smash the like, you guys. If you didn't already, check out the Angela interview I did, you guys. Angela and I, now we're best friends. It was inevitable. We knew that was going to happen. It was so fantastic to get to talk to her. We chatted for 3.5 hours yesterday about all things Big Brother, life, her season, this season, tea. And I'll be breaking it up. I know not everyone can sit for a 3-hour podcast, but some people like that. You know, I like that, but I'm gonna clip it up into fun little clips. But it was so fantastic to get to hear from Angela and get an update on her life, and still with BB26 coming in with some postseason, a little bit of postseason beef. You know, but thank you guys for those of you who joined. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. But I will be making smaller little clip videos for little appetizers of some of the things that we talked about. Becca, thank you so much for the super chat. Becca says, tell me that was a creepy filter on his face. Becca, girl, that was his face. That is his face. That is that man's face. That man was born with that face. That is that man's face. I wish I have previously put filters on because I think Snapchat filters are hilarious. And at times when we need to laugh, but that is that man's face. Someone gave that man that face, or that man created that face through a lifestyle of something with that face. But that face is that man's face, and that man is that face. And I hate to to be the bearer of bad news. Thank you, Ma Pro. We had so much fun. But I'll be having Angela back maybe in like a week or so, and we'll talk. We'll really get into BB27. But it was great to just catch up on what's been going on since a year since BB26. And a lot of us are kind of missing that BB26 energy and the characters of BB26, because this year it feels a little more performative from, with the Kellys going, I want to be Tucker. I'm Tucker. And you're like, Kelly, no. Kelly, no. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. We don't know. Okay. So, can we first, I wanted to go live last night after the episode because I think a lot of people, I'm assuming, let me know, sound off in the live chat, but I was like, what show am I watching? Last night's episode 13, the 90-minute episode, we're supposed to see what's really going on. We get a little bit of extra juice. And that episode, that might have been the worst edit I've maybe ever seen in recent years of Big Brother. Because the way they mapped out what happened didn't happen. The way they didn't show Riley crashing out. Riley has crashed out so many times this season. He has had so many moments that definitely should be on the television, and it wasn't. We had people, I know editing, I know pretty blah, blah, blah. Okay. But the way they made it seem, even with Zach and Vinny going in the HOH room, the order in which they went in there, it was all off and it was all bad. And I feel bad for casuals because, and I see casuals in my comment section, whether it's here or my TikTok, basically like, you're lying. That didn't happen clearly. And I'm like, it happened. They're not showing you. And they're not giving credit to the correct people where credit is due. Excuse me, where credit is due. So make sure you're following me, especially on the TikTok or the Instagram, where I've been posting, smaller clips of things they're not showing, but we're editing it and making little edits and showing it. Yeah, Pinball Addict. Exactly. It's just, they just give us a longer episode because they want more commercials. They got to do their sponsors. Bad Guys too. Shout out to Bad Guys too. Ashley, thank you so much for being a member for 12 months. That's a year. Happy to be here for my 3rd or 4th BB season with you. We're happy to have you, Ashley. So thank you. You're a very important member of the Lane team. It's always great to see you. They are right. Casey says, I agree. They cut out a lot and they gave Riley and Keanu good edits. They gave them really good edits, like too good, suspicious good, where you're like, this didn't happen this way. But we know this about Big Brother, and that's why I hope they never get rid of the live feeds, even though, Button Boy is cutting it all the time. Skippy's doing all the, oops, we'll be right back. We are able to see enough to know that edit was some bullshit. Kenzie, thank you for the super chat. Kenzie says the Keanu POV win was so cringy and uncomfy. It was really cringy and uncomfortable. Okay, so the episode, let's just talk about a couple parts. Last night's episode, I was really hoping we were going to get this Riley versus Mickey, and because it had been talked about so much on the feeds about him cussing her out. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's expose that shit. Let me see it. And we got like a couple minutes of not even everything that was said. And I did even notice like things that I had seen on the feeds, they would cut out like one word. So it wasn't everything. It was very strange. It wasn't everything that person said between when it was Mickey and Riley talking. They also did not show how Kat had to basically tell Riley to apologize. And Riley was, in fact, not sorry. I don't think he still is to this day sorry. He's mad, and he didn't care that he cussed her out. Riley was more going into victim mode, and he continues to. And up until, especially, he knew for sure Catherine wasn't going on the block. He was in victim mode, and everything is worse for me. Poor me. I can't believe how hard this is for me. Me. It was a lot of the me's. And he did not want to apologize. He just was saying, people need to, I always have to take accountability. No one else ever takes accountability. Always me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what, sir? And he is acting like Mickey walked in at gunpoint, robbed his ass, and stole his family. He's acting like Liam Neeson in Taken. Like, they took everything from me. I mean, I will have more short clips of this, but he was like, they took my family, because he didn't get to see his pictures. That's a little dramatic, sir. And they didn't show any of that. They just showed like he felt bad immediately. He did not feel bad immediately. This was drawn out. And he was like, I don't want to apologize. Catherine's like, fine, I'm just trying to help you. That's what I would do. He's like, no. He's been weird. He's been, ugh. And they didn't show any of it. Ashley says, thank you, Ashley, for the $9.99. Ashley says, as a Southerner, the show continuously lets me down and picks the bottom of the barrel for the show. And he has to be creepy to boot. Got to be creepy to boot. I sighed the heaviest sigh than I saw his preseason content. Well, I think you can go back and watch my reaction. I was like, this man is not real. This man is not real. I thought he was like an AI nightmare. We're like, oh no, we're not doing this again. We're not doing this. Yes, Blue Lady. Riley's getting such a sympathetic edit, and he's so creepy, and he's so entitled, and he's such a baby, and he's barely playing the game, and he's love bombing the shit out of Catherine, and he just wants to go off and marry her, and it's weird, and I love you. You're my woman, and I'm like, oh, yuck. And he's slapping his dick against his legs, and he's getting boners, and he's telling her, oh, you got to sit on my lap to go to the the DR says you got to sit on my lap. Like, he's just creepy. The guy's creepy. I'm paraphrasing, but he just, any chance he gets to be creepy, he takes it. He definitely takes it. So it would have been great. I know we got like the Michael Myers for Keanu when he's doing the competition. They need the Michael Myers music for Raleigh. This man is not a gamer. He just literally is there to tell Catherine he loves her, love bomb her, and then they can get in fights, and then he can say infantilize her and go, I need to protect you. You're just a little baby. You're just a baby woman. It's like, sir, calm your boner. You won one competition. Let's calm it down. And it was running, okay? Like running really fast on weird. Let's just say I would, for entertainment purposes only, think Riley has experience with that. Just like running from the po-po on little curbs and stuff, trying to get out of the way. Like, you're not going to get me, copper. I can see that. So of course he's going to be good at that. Plus he's got them yo yeggies. He's riding bulls. He's a bull rider. And ever since then, it's like, he's a comp beast. And I'm like, says who? Says who? But okay. But yeah, he needed the Michael Myers edit. If anyone needed it, it's Riley. And he did not, unfortunately, get that. He got such a sympathetic edit. I was watching the episode and last night and I'm like, ugh, this is so annoying. It's so on point brand for Big Brother. So I'm not even going to get mad about it because what's the point of me wasting? Oh, okay, cool. That's why we're all over here, so we can find out the truth and laugh about it. Alexandra, thank you for becoming a new member of the Lean Team here on YouTube. Alexandra G, shout out to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Kenzie, I think I already read that. Cringy, yeah, and that's how we talked about that. Excuse me, so cringy. Okay. So in addition, I think I had a little clip here. I was gonna play for you guys. Hopefully it'll let me upload it. StreamYard likes to tell me, you have hit your max, bitch. You have done enough. And I say, no, no, no. Okay. Let me upload the video that says Riley sucks. That's what I name my videos. And if anything, not setting aside, let's just say the creepiness and the way he speaks to people and just how so entitled he is and what a big baby he is, he's not even playing the game. It's just weird. And Mickey has just, I've lost so much faith in Mickey, obviously, in watching last night's episode. It was exciting at first. You're taking someone's power or you're taking someone's HOH, using your power. All right, cool. And it worked. Awesome. And then all of a sudden you're like, but I'm going to just target Keanu, which boring, bring a book. I mean, can we just let off Keanu? Maybe give it a week break and you guys can be successful at getting him out. Maybe give him like a week off and get rid of other right now, Keanu's like a shield. All right. Sure. For the women, it's going to be difficult because he doesn't really like to believe the women. He believes the men more because he's all about the patriarchy. Can you guys still hear my sound effects? Because I had to turn them off yesterday. If I have a guest on, I have to. So give me a thumbs up if you're able to hear this sound effect. Let me know. But yeah, maybe go after somebody else. So instead, oh, you can't hear it. Okay. I'll figure it out. So Mickey is just like, no, it's okay, Riley. I understand. I'm like, understand? Bitch, I'd be like, you're on the block and your little girlfriend too. Everybody you love is on the block. Your mother, your father, your dog, your sister, your goldfish. They're all on the block. I'm sending them all home. We're done here. Okay. The way you behave, the way you talk to me, the way I lied to you, I should have come to you and be like, hello, sir. I'm about to use a power. Bitch, you just said I was told and we saw that you in fact did say that you were going to be putting Morgan and Mickey and Ashley on the block. You literally said that. And he's like, well, yeah, I don't know for sure. Then why'd you say it? You said it 2 seconds after you won. That sounds pretty damn sure to me, sir. And instead, Mickey's hugging him, loving him. And again, it's this thing I talked about a little bit with Angela yesterday, where it's this bond I think they have over their faith. Because, things have been brought up about faith-based this and whatever. Okay, cool. But really, we think this guy is the the real faith-based guy. Let's just take a look at a little clip.
Because if you have somebody that you care about so much, who do you care about, Rachel? What would you do if you were sitting right next to her? How would you feel?
Well, I don't have a partner.
How would you
in this
feel
game
though?
Right now, so.
But how would you feel? It don't matter about a partner.
Probably no one right now. But.
It don't matter about like that. But the person that you care about and you're closest to most in this game, how would you feel if you were sitting right next to him? I'm not saying closest game-wise.
I was. You and Amy were on the block together.
How'd you feel?
I mean, it was terrible.
Exactly.
I was in a different situation, though, so I can't relate exactly to how you feel just because I got off so fast.
So if Mickey was sitting right
I think
next...
I was on the block for one day.
If Mickey's sitting right next to...
Morgan.
Or Will.
Morgan, let's just say Morgan or Will. What do you think she's going... How do you think she's going to feel?
Very upset.
Very upset, right? Very upset, right?
Well, nothing's happening yet, Riley.
Well, I'm just saying, even just hearing about that, if she could potentially hear about going up next to somebody she's super close to and have to sit here all night for a couple of days after somebody stripped her HOH from her, after somebody threw her on the block and is now going to potentially put somebody up that you care about, she cares about most in this game, how the do you think she would feel? She'd probably feel like the lowest son of a bitch in this like I do right now.
Well,
I don't care how Keanu feels. This ain't nothing compared to what... He don't feel compared to what the I'm feeling right now. I don't feel like in this house to nobody.
Okay, right.
And I mean that.
I don't think it has anything to do with anything you've done. When I went on the block, it didn't have anything to do with it because I didn't do anything. It was perception of the house.
Yeah.
And people follow what other people do, especially early in the game. You've watched the show.
Sad. It's so sad.
It sucks. And it's a pecking order.
This is one HOH. I'm in the worst case scenario.
Riley.
It's bad for me to say because I got my HOH taken away. I'm on the block now.
No,
That's bad for me to say.
Bad for me to say. He's got my fucking HOH taken away. It's bad for me to say. I can't talk. Can't talk about feelings. Now for part 2. This is a multiple part series, but I'm only going to play 2 parts right now because that's the only ones I've edited so far.
Without even talking to me.
Right, which we already know.
Which we know that, Riley.
Without even talking to me.
But she had, like, what, 2 hours to make a decision on if she was going to use it or not? In general?
No.
It could have been somebody else, and probably the same outcome would have happened.
It wasn't, though.
Yeah.
It was me.
I know. And you're taking it personal, and it's not personal. At all. It's not personal at all. Like, she won that power.
Yeah,
Had an expiration date.
Not this soon. Not 2 weeks.
That's what she said?
She won it 2 weeks ago.
No, I know, but
And it wouldn't have an expiration of 2 weeks. I promise you that. I've watched Big Brother.
hasn't it been like 3 weeks or no?
I've watched Big Brother.
No, 2 weeks.
It's at least until jury.
Yeah, majority are until jury or like week before jury.
I know that for a fact. And I know that for a fact.
But either way.
But she used it and it was on me. It wasn't because I had a time limit on it. And I know that. I'm not dumb. I'm very intelligent. I'm a very intelligent man.
Yeah.
And I have every right to be irritated right now. Because
I don't think you don't
it's not
have a
just
right to be
because
irritated. I think anybody would be irritated if they thought if they won something fair and square.
I don't think it's the right move right now. It's not. I know I said and I'm sorry. I'm not saying campaign don't vote me out because I'm not saying any of that, okay? Let that blow over your head. I'm irritated right now. Mm-hmm. I just don't think it's the right move. I don't think it's the right
move. The HOH thing or putting Catherine up?
Putting Catherine up. I think the right move is to throw a big kid out there. She's got enough people to back her.
Yeah,
it's not the right move. And if she wouldn't have taken my HOH away, I would have made that big move. 100%. Because I ain't scared.
I know. It's just hard because people were like, oh, me and more.
You guys, he ain't fucking scared, and he ain't fucking stupid. He's smart. He ain't fucking scared, and he ain't fucking stupid. The more he tells me he's stupid, the more I'm like, you're pretty stupid. Okay, wait. I actually think I have one more. Okay, hold on, real quick, you guys.
Because if you have somebody that you care,
Okay, not that one. We already watched that one.
without even talking to me.
Right.
Okay, we do have one more. Just one more. It's a 3-part series so far. I was able to do 3. I don't know how, because listening to him, I'm like, ugh, shut up. Crimea River. You can go on and just drunk drive with JT and Crimea River. So weird. The whole interaction. I'm like, show some of this. You know, we're getting into spooky season. We're in Summerween. Scare us. Show us what's really going on, BB. Instead of they trying to make him out like he's like a damn Donnie hero or something. It's like, no, that's not who this dude is. Okay, I'm going to have to name this part. Raleigh Sucks 3. So we had Raleigh Sucks Part 1, Raleigh Sucks Part 2, and Raleigh Sucks Part 3. Just, and this is just like one instance. Raleigh Sucks 3. There we go. Of Raleigh sucking. And him, this whole conversation was a lot of gaslighting, a lot of baby complaining, then a lot of love bombing Cat, and then being like, fine, I won't do anything. You don't want me to talk. I can't talk. I can't do nothing. Yeah, the episode was none of it. And this was a lot, Naomi, on the feeds of him just walking around crying over who's going to be the, first of her taking his HOH. Like it wasn't part of the game. Like there's one thing to be upset. Sure. But the way he's going on is over the top. And then also with the Renom situation. It's crazy. Okay. Let me see if I can upload this. The 3-part series. All right. Raleigh Sucks. Part 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's saying, you have too many. It's just too many. It's too many clips you have here. Okay, Ava, you got to go. Sorry, Ava. You got to go. I had to get rid of an Ava clip. Smash that like if you haven't already, you guys, as we dive into our Raleigh Sucks series. Part 3. Right? It's the I'm an intelligent guy. He kept saying, I'm an intelligent guy. Don't talk down to me. And that I haven't even gotten to those parts yet in my 3-part series of him basically getting mad at Ashley because Ashley's like, yeah, she's trying to be like, hey, calm it down, buddy. Okay, yeah, that must be hard to, think you want a HOH. And I think the second time she says it, which isn't in this clip, he's like, I did win HOH. I did win. Right? It's done. Move along. Right? Bonnie says the damage is done. Move along, Riley. Move along, Lil Riley. Get gone. Part 3 incoming.
It's bad for me to say because I got my HOH taken away. I'm on the block now. That's bad for me to say.
Bad for you to say what? You're in the worst case scenario?
It's bad for me to just express my feelings because the situation I'm in the past couple days I've had.
You're getting pissed off and stuff.
Yeah, I'm irritated because I haven't done to anybody's game, and look where I'm at.
Why do you think? I can say I'm almost positive you're not going home. I'm like 99.9% sure. Mm-hmm. And I know you're just assuming she's gonna go up, but that's just an assumption.
It's not just me. Everybody has that assumption, so it's not just me. Am I right?
I think you have no idea what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Truly. That I do know, because I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I really don't. Anytime I've tried to talk, other people came in, so.
There's other options. Whether or not she chooses them is unknown.
Right. I'm going to bed.
Okay. I'm gonna be there soon.
Yeah. I love y'all.
Love you.
Good night.
Good night.
I just don't think you should be this stressed before even knowing the outcome.
I know.
It's not
Ashley,
even healthy.
I'm fucking...
Because trust me, I went through the
It's
same
not
thing. I
just
was on the block
tonight.
week 1.
It's the last couple days what's gotten
I
to
know.
me.
Well, I
it's
know.
like, what the
I know. It's hard to think you're winning an HOH and lose it. I can't even.
It's not even just that. I didn't give a about being HOH. I didn't give a about sleeping in the bed. I didn't give a about taking a shower in the shower, having my own bathroom. I didn't give a about putting noms up. Only thing I gave a about was seeing pictures of my family and reading that letter.
I know.
That's the only thing.
I know.
And I could have let somebody else
Everybody
sleep in
knows.
that room. I could have let somebody else make decisions on who the they want to go up. I just wanted to read a letter and see my family.
I know.
And that's what really irritates me, is I got that stripped away from me.
Can I just say, though, it has nothing to do with you. It had to do with other people saying things about what you're going to do.
I love how he's like, I didn't do anything for anyone. I didn't do anything to anyone's game. Maybe that would be a reason for you to be up on the block. You're not doing anything for anyone except for Catherine. And you're very dangerous in this game because people are giving you so many passes. And really, you're just there to protect Catherine. So if someone thinks they're working with you, then they have to work with Catherine. That makes you a package deal. And that makes 2 against 1. you know, and showmances or whatever this is. I call it a hostage mance because I feel like when Kat gets out, she's going to be like, oh my God, her parents are going to grab her and hopefully her friends maybe and take her away and go, okay, girl, let's block this man. Block this man. We got to wash that man right out of our hair because you know that he's got a stench that lingers. Do you have to let it linger? Yes, he has to. Yes. Coming over from the Twitch. I love to see people over on Twitch. P. Davis says he's a huge baby. It's a huge baby. And he just doesn't stop. Like, yes, logically, someone in the game could be pissed and be like, oh, vengeance is mine. Like, you took my HOH. Okay. Now we know where we're at. But he goes so far beyond that where it's like, we got it. Do something about it. All right. And the fact that Mickey still thinks that she can work with not only Riley, but work with Kat and they have her best interest, it is crazy. The flip-flopping, switching around of alliances and allegiances this season is insane. And their logic is insane. And Mickey saying that she is, I don't get it. And I don't think I'll ever get it. But why she would say that Jimmy's game is not a game she wants to be aligned with, but you want to be aligned with him? Because it's only going to get worse. And there's so many more clips out there from the live feeds. Riley should be thanking the BB gods that there isn't the flashback, but also the flashback would help, you know, to for him to be able to go back and watch himself and how he interacts and what a mess he is. But the fact that Mickey made it a point in last night's episode to say, I just don't like, I forgot what her exact words were, but she doesn't agree with his, you know, Jimmy's style of play. Huh? What do you mean? Okay, like I think his rehearsed reads are annoying too, but what? Jimmy, you're essentially saying he's working with everyone. He's a snake. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But what about Vince? And what about Zach? And what about Riley? Who's never going to prioritize you? So what's the difference between what Jimmy is doing? Jimmy's is on like the light side. And the thing is, Jimmy 100% will work with Mickey. Was Jimmy's HOH messed up? Yes, all their HOHs have been an abomination. Him to send home Amy, so stupid. Probably one of the big reasons he's in the position he is now. But still, I wouldn't jump ship to Riley and Catherine and possibly Keanu at times, and then also to become the fourth on a pre-established final three with Morgan, Zach, and Vince, who have already said that they are going to, I believe, I got my notes here, I'll have to pull them up, that they're going to be targeting Mickey and possibly Morgan, and it's what they deserve. It is what they deserve. Care Bear says, I don't have receipts to show you. Joleen and other content creators that go over BB watch the live feeds and report back to us on what was said and done. My suggestion. Oh, you're answering someone in the chat. I thought you were talking to me. I thought my lovely Care Bear. She's always good about Joleen. You need to read this. Evelyn, thank you for the super chat. Evelyn says, some of these house guests with their group think and delusions are scaring me. It very delusional. Jimmy really liked and might, I don't know how we'll see, but liked Mickey. I mean, they had a relationship. They had an alliance. The things that the story, the case that Mickey has built about Jimmy and built against him, a lot of the things she's using or saying just are blatantly false and not true, which is kind of scary too, of where your head goes when you're in this game. And in life, I think, I had a therapist tell me that, like, the worst thing you can do, like, resentment builds and you will build a case. And I am like Judge Judy. I can build a case like nobody's business. But to be like cognizant of that, like sometimes we might be building a case against people and some of our reasoning, that's revisionist history. It didn't happen that way, or it's not happening. Or you're believing the wrong people, or you just want to believe the lie for whatever reason. But somehow, somewhere along the way, all of a sudden, Jimmy's game didn't align with Morgan and Mickey, who are also lying and playing people that they might not really be playing. I just hate the holier than thou players in the house. They're like, I just don't align with that kind of gameplay. Well, what the fuck kind of gameplay do you align with? The one that's going to get you out of the house? The boring kind? I mean, for real. What are you talking about? Get off your high horse. Also, there needs to be a separation between church and Big Brother at this point. I understand they are only able to read the Bible. I understand Julie Chen Moonves is born again and loving it, and God bless her. But at this point, God has bigger things to do. Okay? I guarantee you, if Jesus could come back down, he'd be like, first of all, Riley, your tattoo is very offensive. I don't want bat wings. Okay? Aren't bats essentially flying rats? No shade to bats. Love you during Halloween. But don't make me a bat. Maybe if he was Batman. That's a good bat. Batwoman. Okay, but I guarantee Jesus would come back and be like, leave me out of this shit. I got a lot of stuff coming out. Okay, a lot of stuff going on. And an alleged second coming. So I do not have time for your Big Brother game. You are in a game on the CBS network to lie, cheat, and steal to win $750,000. You're in alliances. You vote people out. You don't tell people the truth. If you're all so holier than thou and you're so great and it's all faith-based and we're telling the truth, then why are you whispering? Then why doesn't everyone know your truth? Then why do some people get a different truth? That would be called a lie. And those are okay. But stop it. I'm so tired of these freaking Bible thumpers coming in and pushing that shit. And it's like, but you're not even living by that because you can't, because you're playing in the Big Brother house. So leave Jesus out of it. Leave God out of it. They don't want to be involved. Believe me, they do not want to be involved in your game. No. What if God was one of us? He don't want to be. Okay? There's a reason you haven't seen Jesus. He's like, these people are fucking up. I'll be back later. So give me a break. All right? Amen. Can I get an amen? Right? Faith-based game is delusion. It's subjective. It's based on what you believe and your interpretation of your faith. And it just gets too messy and it's stupid because you're playing in a game where you lie, cheat, and steal. You literally just stole a man's HOH, which I'm fine with. But if you're in this faith-based game and you don't want to cheat, you don't want to steal, and you don't want to snake people and stuff, you're doing that. You're doing that. Okay. So say we all. So say we all, Savannah. Mark says, faith based on this, Mickey. Yeah, and you're ruining our game. When Angela told me yesterday that people on her seasons were having Bible study, I was like, oh my God. Okay, fine. Sure. If you want to study it. But that has become this thing now where people who maybe don't want to do that, maybe there are people in the house who have faith and, whatever religion they are, I'm just talking about faith in general, and they don't want to talk about it and use it and exploit it and objectify it and monetize it in a game of Big Brother. Maybe they have more respect for it. I don't know. I was raised Catholic and that would come off sacrilegious. I'm not a practicing Catholic, so don't be afraid. But that seems sacrilegious to use that in the attempt to get $750,000 of money for yourself. Just leave them out of it. Leave the Lord out of it. All right. Yes, Yvonne says, Jolene, it's a thing called hypocrisy. Period. Stop it. You're not playing how Jesus would play. You don't know him. Okay. He doesn't want to be involved in this. There are bigger things to do. All right. We will move on. But seriously, separation of church and Big Brother. We need it now. We need it yesterday. We need it bad. So we see Mickey make this awful decision. And then all of a sudden she's like, it's okay, Riley. I mean, these two have been, he called her like his like little peach something. I was like, what? And they were hugging? Not in the episode. I don't think we saw that in the episode. But on the live feeds, I've seen them cheek to cheek. Lady in red is dancing with me. And she was like, stop it, Riley. Stop it. I'm not going to stop it. And I was like, she's got a lady boner for him. This isn't faith-based, nothing. This is lady boner. She's like, he's going to come save me. And I'm like, yay. Awkward. Okay, I don't think I have the picture of the two of them. Do I have it? Of them cuddled up. Just in a cuddle puddle. And how did we get here? My thing is, you shouldn't even have used your power if this is how you're going to behave and just to go after one of your own allies. It's so stupid. I mean, I've seen some people try to justify this, but it makes no sense. Why piss off Riley, take his HOH just to go after Jimmy? When you could have just, you could have probably talked Riley into going after Jimmy. And Riley, the biggest point is Riley was going to put you on the block and he was going to send one of your allies home. You or one of your allies, most likely. And here you are going, I'm not only am I going to protect Riley, but I'm going to protect the love of his life, Catherine. What? It does not make any damn sense. Okay, my phone hates me right now because I have been screen recording like no other. So it's like, we're full and we cannot send anything over to your computer. So don't even try us, lady. They really hate me. And I have so many of these. Okay, let's see what's this about. Okay, we will talk about that when we get in a minute here. Hit that like if you guys haven't already. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm just gonna get rid of that. Maybe that'll work. I just want to send one picture. No, it's not even deleting. Okay, who cares? I'll put it on the thumbnail or something. All right, so the edit making Riley look so likable and making Jimmy look like the bad guy. And it was all out of sorts of, you know, who, when they decided this Jimmy thing, as soon as Keanu won and that POV competition was, I did like the Michael Myers, like Keanu, like, but I feel like they need to use that for Riley. But how Keanu was moving and how slowly he was moving, how calculated, it was creepy. But in like a fun, creepy way, not in a Riley creepy way. And Rachel came really close to winning. She had her little, did you guys see Rachel's windbreakers? She got her windbreaker pants on with her little matching, you know, tank top. I was like, get it, Rach. Very 90s. Apparently Rachel won that thing that they were having America Vote, which so stupid. Why did they do that again? And are we going to see that tonight? Where America voted like worst dressed and Rachel won and then they slimed her. What is this, Nickelodeon? This is the Kids' Choice Awards? This is a silly show, but I don't remember or understand what the point of that was. It's just going to waste more of our screen time when we could be watching things that actually affect the game. But there has been speculation. People are like, oh, I bet it came with a power. I literally think it just came with slime. Rachel just got slimed. So they're doing the, is it from Squid Games or something? Because my nephew has been talking about Squid. I'm like, how do you know about Squid Games? I'm worried here. So ultimately Rachel kills it. And you know what? Someone pointed this out on Twitter. Morgan's been kind of less kind, more of a Rachel hater since this competition. And someone on Twitter pointed out, could it be because Morgan, who deems herself hashtag gamer girl, and always they're all waiting for the wall. That's when they're gonna win something, the wall, to be this big comp beast. And Rachel Riley beat you, Morgan. So could that be? Was that a hit on the little ego there, Borgie? Possibly, but in the end, Keanu wins. It's crickets, which we've seen before. Cam, on Cerise season, we got crickets. Lots of cricket winners. You know, where everyone was like, because this house wants Keanu gone, but they can't get rid of the man because there really is no backdoor option with the BB butt blaster in play. So there he is winning. Now, the way it's edited is interesting because Ava is the host. All right. Ava in her full Blossom era, I should say. And everyone's very quiet. And Keanu says, don't you have a prompt? Like, aren't you supposed to say a prompt? Like, don't you have at first I'm like, prompt? What the hell is he talking about? Oh, like what's her line? Because when you are doing those competitions, production is feeding you lines to say, okay, Jimmy, you're up. Go ahead and take a ride on the butt blaster, you know, when the house guests are hosting the comps. And everyone was quiet. And most likely Ava was probably waiting. Yeah, I believe you. He's like, I believe you have a prompt. Most likely Ava was probably waiting for her prompt for them to say, go ahead. And she was like, oh, Ava came out. Ava was like, oh, no, you are not going to talk to because I dress like this. I was like, what? Because I wear flowers on my hat, because I wear scarves on my hat. Okay. Because I wear tights in August. You are not going to talk to, oh, no, you are not going to talk to me like that. The Long Island will come out. Are Long Island people scary or something? I'm trying to remember from like Jersey Shore if they had someone from Long Island notoriously scary because she's like, you're going to see my Long Island come out. I thought Long Island was like coffee talk. Like, oh, coffee talk. Yeah, coffee talk. But she's like, yo, but my Long Island come out. I'm a Long Island your face. I'm like, is it what? She got really upset. And I think it's probably a combination of Keanu already just not being anyone's favorite. Ava has been holding it in that she can't stand this man and that she feels as though he's mansplained the game to her. And she's like, bitch, you've only seen one season, you know? And then she explains later, you know, how he was telling everyone, I'm going to come after each and every one of you. And we know Keanu really doesn't respect what the women have to say per se. He's always going to the men instead. He's like, okay, you did tell me that, Rachel, and you do want to work with me. This is, you know, in the beginning as she's tried so hard to work with him. And you have played this game. This is your third time and you did win. But I'm going to have to ask the unemployed guy with the twirly mustache who juggles in his parents' basement to be sure. I'm going to need Zach with the abs to know for sure. Okay. So it's probably because she gets that sense already, like she feels he doesn't respect women. And but the edit made it seem so much like Joseph saying like Ava was being a baby. I was like, okay, that's a little much. Because if you look at it through the lens of Keanu's feelings, maybe it's not that fun to win a POV and then have everyone like sad you won it. But then I would argue, what did you do to get in that position where everyone wants you to go home so badly? So, but she was like, don't you talk to me like that. Don't you talk to me like that because I'm a Long Island come out. Do you want someone? What do you want some Long Island? Or because I dress like this? Because I dress like a little silly nilly? Willy? Okay. Because I dress like a Charles Manson cult member? Because I dress like I was on the 90s episode of Blossom? I'm not 6. I'm Blossom. I'm the star, bitch. Like, you don't talk to me like that. Like, she was really like, how dare you talk to me like that? Don't you talk to me like that? Like, she just, it looked from the episode, it went from like 0 to 1 million. She's like, don't you talk to me like that? I will not be talked to like that just because I wear a big flower on my head. I just happen to love flowers. And it also could be, you know, being from New York. You know, maybe she feels as though being like a young woman who's quirky, she doesn't get taken as seriously. I don't know. But the edit didn't do Ava any favors. Because I guarantee there's a whole casual chat out there going, what a BI, right? How horrible. Yeah, she's got the la finger. She's like, don't you talk to me like that. I am from Long Island. You don't want to see this Long Island come out, okay? You want to see the I was like, I would like to see the Long Island. I vote Long Island. What's going to, like the Long Island Lolita? Wasn't that what's her face? What was that girl's name? Joey Buttafuoco? And the Long Island Lolita, which was horrible looking back. Like, hello, blame the guy. She was 16. He's a PDF file over here. Oh, is Joey Buttafuoco dead? God bless. God bless if he is. Okay. Amy Fisher. Yeah. She's like, you don't want to see my Amy Fisher come out. Okay. Because I work at an auto mechanic shop and I will rotate those tires on your face, bitch. Like, I want to see it. I want to see it. It was awkward. Ashley says, still love Ava, but it was awkward. She's like, you don't want to come for this. You get out of my face. Okay. Okay, Ava. All right. So that was weird in the episode. And then Keanu, we see him crying, going, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to act this way. She goes, well, okay, yeah. And then it was kind of funny and very relatable that he said something to her and kind of started this thing with her. And then ultimately he's crying and she's got to console him. She's like, and here I am having to console his ass. Little thickum. You know, he came in and his little shorts from his short sponsorship. The dude, they must have given him like every pair. I don't know how many pairs of shorts this company that sponsors Keanu gave him. The swim trunk workout shorts. But it's like all the man owns. I've seen him in jeans once. And he is crying in his sponsored swim trunks going, I'm sorry, it's not who I want to be as a person. I'm like, okay, cool. It's like, well, maybe just don't tell the whole house that you're also gunning for us. Mm-hmm. It just came to me because of Long Island Lolita. My great grandma was from Long Island, but that's all I know about Long Island. God bless Long Island. I think that's all I know. Maybe I know more, but can't think of it right now. So then we see, the scrambling, gambling, and it's a mess. It made no sense how they got to the Jimmy vote. There was a case that had been made. Jimmy and Morgan and Mickey have all been complaining about each other, even though Jimmy has been up there in the HOH room. They've been kikiing, they've been doing, hanging out, talking game. And the fact that Mickey kept this till about 18 minutes before the renom ceremony, before the POV ceremony. And Jimmy's like, hey, girl, coming upstairs. Like, what's going on? And her and Morgan were just like, yeah, I don't know. Nobody trusts you. Nobody likes you. Everybody thinks you. Yeah. So I don't know. I love you. I think you're kind of great, but I don't know what I'm going to do. So, oh God, I already have glasses here. And they're just like, how much body spray do you have to? We can't smell you, Mickey. We can't smell you. I was like, is that setting spray? No, I think it was, she's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're just going to have to, I don't know, so, we'll do what we got to do, but I don't know if this is best for my game, but everyone's bringing you up. And then Morgan is like running, grabbing stuff like, they're like stuffing their bras and they're like, okay, all right, I got an AirPod. No, I don't want that in. Okay, I got to put this in my hair. Yeah, we're not sure. We're not sure what we're going to do with you. But yeah. So glasses on, glasses off. How do the girls look? No, too much. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Yeah. So, we'll see. Anyways, I gotta go. Yeah. I just want you to know that people are saying your name. I'm probably going to say your name. I don't know, but I love you. You might as well blindsided him. What's the point? And he was shell-shocked. Jimmy was shell-shocked. He was like, oh, but who's, we got to go. I mean, more, we got to go more mix, we got to go. I think I'm going to go back to stuffing. I want to look a little bit, I am a model. I don't know. I'm a model. Okay. I think glasses on, Morgs. Yeah. Mix glasses on. Right. Cause that looks better, but less boob, less, you don't want too many tits and nobody takes you seriously because of the patriarchy. Okay. This is an OnlyFans, right, girl? Right, girl. Okay. Anyways, Jimmy, talk to you never. Probably hate you. Love you. I felt so bad for Jimmy. That moment, I was like, damn, they did Jimmy so dirty. Because I thought they were going to just blindside him completely, which I was like, that is really ridiculous and unfortunate and just proves how much of a case that Mickey and Morgan had built against this man, that they didn't even want to talk to him about it. And the fact that production wanted this to happen, because when I turned on the feeds that morning, it was already to the damn dogs and cats that need adopting. They were like, good morning, house guests. Get the fuck to the POV ceremony. Like, they meant business. They didn't want Mickey to change her mind. They were like, let's do it now. It was like the earliest POV ceremony I remember in maybe forever. I do not remember it. Joseph saying it went at 9:30. Yeah, yes. I was asleep. I was like, I woke up. I'm like, what? Are they filming something? Oh, it's POV. So production was like, I think they thought they were going to get a Jimmy freak out. They didn't. It was more of a Jimmy like, wow, I'm betrayed. I think he was just so confused by it all. And also we know Jimmy, he's got to write down those reads. He's got to do those rehearsed reads. He needs a script. Jimmy's like, I'm going to need a couple days to come up with this script. He's not in the improvising game, unfortunately. So, then Jimmy goes up and people are like, and all those people are liars because they all knew. I don't know if there's anyone who didn't know about the Jimmy nom or Jimmy possibly being a nom. Like, yeah, you all know. Also, what did you guys think of Kelly? I can't. Kelly, stop it, Kelly. When Kelly got nominated, and she really didn't want to be nominated. Bless her that she did not want to be nominated this time. But she was like, I'm so tired. I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it. And she had put her head down. I'm like, Kelly, you fucking volunteered for weeks as a pawn. You said you didn't care. Yeah, it gets exhausting, and we told you it would. But you can't be the victim of your own crime.
I'm reverting back to my high school days of instigating. Like, I loved instigating. I was such a problem.
Oh no.
I was such a problem. I'm good at instigating. I love it. Makes me happy.
Yeah, he's talking about that.
Thank you for doing that. Leaf, that was so sweet. Because I did share the Angela live with the Ori. Yes, shout out to Ori Streams too. He's killing it. Killing it. Coming in every day with those live feed updates. Love it. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Oh my God. So Kelly's just like, and so of course the casuals are gonna be like, that poor sweet girl, they keep doing this to her. No, she's doing it to herself. It's like, no, you voted for Chuck to go. I voted for Chuck to stay. No, you voted for Chuck to go. I missed a couple of things here. I'm so sorry. Busy Blue was here just saying hi. Now I'm back to work. Hashtag justice for Keanu. Thank you, Busy Blue. Shout out to Busy Blue. Go sub up. I think he was nearing 10K subscribers. So congrats, my friends. And if you haven't hit it yet, I hope you hit it very soon. And let's all go subscribe to Busy Blue. Witness, thank you for being a member for 28 months. Says, I love your blunt titles, Joleen. Facts. It's just facts. Rally Socks Part 1, Rally Socks 2, Rally Socks 3. So apologies. I missed my little bestie in the chat. He my best friend. Okay. Yep. Kelly learned the pick me lesson. Same old. Yep. Same old song, same old dance. Same old possible going home in the same pants. Do I feel bad for Kelly? No, I don't. And no edit's going to make me feel bad for her because you did it to yourself. And you're like, I love Izzy. He's my favorite thing. I love it so much. Yes. Go sub to Busy. If Busy hits 10K, I'll reblock Steven. Did you block Steven? Not our Steven? Oh, the Vince edit, right? They're acting like Vince and Zach, just like the masterminds. Okay. So, interesting episode. Horrible. He blocked you? Oh my goodness. If Kelly wins BB27, that would be hilarious. At this point, I don't give a shit. Everyone's playing so poorly that I'm like, I don't care. You all can go. You all can go or y'all can stay. Now, tonight, I do hope Jimmy wins the BB Butt Blaster. And then Kelly will go home because for some reason they're like, we can't send Riley home. Not Riley. Again, I think this is Riley's Make-A-Wish and they're not telling us. There's got to be a reason that they're like, don't touch Riley. Don't touch him. He's so precious. I like when he's in the shower and he slaps his dong against his legs and laughs in front of the ladies without their consent. So fun. All right. Someone tweeted, I put this in my notes, Rachel beat Morgan head to head in a comp. Oh, that explains why Morgan was so anti-Rachel after the veto comp. I love when people clock that kind of behavior change. Lots of talks on the feed yesterday, lots of frustration. Toward the end of the night when I was watching, it appeared as though no matter what Jimmy does, Jimmy don't have the votes. Okay, so Jimmy got to win the BB blockbuster or he doesn't have the votes and he's going home. Riley, they're not going to touch him. He's the most precious little guy. He's got the most precious potty mouth. The way he gaslights is from heaven. So he's not going anywhere. And Kelly will stay next to Jimmy, which is crazy how things have changed. And Rachel has really been spending a lot of time with Jimmy, and Ashley's kind of trying to like warn her, like, maybe just not all your time. with Jimmy. Jimmy, I think he thinks he has votes that he most certainly does not have. Unless something crazy happened while we're live right now or early this morning, Jimmy has to win. I believe Jimmy's going to win. If Jimmy wins, we're in for, hopefully, I say this, knock on all the wood, okay? We're in for a very interesting week. If Jimmy doesn't win BB Blockbuster, because I need Jimmy to win BB Blockbuster, and then I need his ass to get HOH. Now, he could drop the ball again on HOH. But hopefully, he's going to remember what was done to him. Rachel had a conversation with Mickey, and Rachel was like, honestly, what a move, Mickey. You weren't scared. And Mickey said, I was terrified. And Rachel says, but so many Big Brother players wouldn't have done it. And then Mickey responded, it's scary. I know you love Jimmy. I do too. And Rachel said, well, I was talking about the move of taking HOH. Mickey goes, oh. And Rachel says, I don't think putting Jimmy up was the right move because it's not the right move. Rachel's 100% right. For some reason, Mickey thinks this is a game changer. This is a resume builder. I am going to win this game. I am going to sit there and say, I took out Jimmy. Okay? I made a faith-based decision and took out Jimmy. And Rachel's like, no, I was talking about using your power to overtake the HOH. And then you totally shit the bed after that.
Yeah.
Mickey is, we lost Mickey. It was like right when she took that HOH, she went into the upside down. She's gone. Okay. She is, I don't know. I don't know this woman. This isn't the woman that I thought I had been watching for a few weeks, but here we are. Power changes you. Mickey's now concerned. So there was a conversation that Keanu had with Ashley and Will in like the, whatever they call it, that little room with a door, the wine, cigar bar, whatever. And they were talking about like, yeah, we're good with each other. You know, Keanu's trying to, he's doing things, you know, cashing, writing checks that his ass can't cash. So, Mickey comes in and she's like, what are you guys talking about? And they tell her like, oh, Ashley, because it's Ashley. And she's like, well, we're just having a conversation about how we're like good. You know, we're good moving forward or whatever. I'm paraphrasing. Mickey's pissed because Mickey gets concerned that Keanu told Ashley that Mickey, and Morgan were good now. Because Keanu has had this conversation with Mickey and Morgan, like, oh, we're good. We saw it in last night's episode a little bit of like, boom, boom. Hey, what's up? Oh, why do I hate you? Why do you hate me? Oh, it's Jimmy. He's just not faith-based and we don't agree with his game. So it's obviously Jimmy. It's not us. It's not the fact that Keanu's not good with anybody. It's not the fact that Morgan's gaming way too hard and prioritizing Vince and Zach when they're not prioritizing her. It's not the fact that Mickey has a huge blind spot to who her allies really are. It's freaking Jimmy. It's Jimmy's fault. So she's mad about this. She's mad because Keanu assumed Mickey was aligned with Ashley. Mickey's not. And she's worried that Ashley will tell the whole house about her and Morgan and Keanu and that they're good now. And this spiraled into just the thing with Mickey is when she, what is Mickey's sign? Because when she decides you are no good, baby, you're no good, you're done. I was like, dang, that it's a little, it's not quite Aquarius energy because we're just like ghost and done. I never heard of you. I didn't even know you existed. Good luck. There were signs. You missed them. Ashley, but she finds this need to talk shit on Ashley, to put down Ashley. At this point, when I was watching the feeds last night, I'm like, the only person I really want to watch is Ashley because she was honestly the only person making sense on the feeds last night in a lot of ways. No one else was making any damn sense. But Mickey is very much having, I don't know if it's the HOH-itis mixed with delusion, mixed with wanting to control everything. But she is really finding it necessary to fight with Ashley about the dumbest shit. And let's see. So they have a conversation. Mickey. Okay, that was later. Okay, so then after Mickey walks in on this, she does end up talking to Keanu, and she says, "Next week, I hope everyone wins except Ashley and Kelly." And Keanu says, "Or Rachel," and Mickey says, "Or Rachel." So now all of a sudden, she's anti-Rachel, and she's with Keanu. Okay. Keanu says, "I don't know if she would go after you guys, but she has a reason to. She very much cried when he got nominated." Okay, Rachel isn't dumb enough to immediately target two people that she could still kind of work with, even though they're so dumb and they're targeting their own alliance. She realizes that like Zach and Vince are a bigger threat at this point. Mickey then gets Ashley's side of the story, of her conversation with Keanu about working together. And Ashley just confirms, yeah, Keanu said that he wasn't going after you and Morgan. So yeah, and we kind of just agreed, like, we're not going after each other, even though Keanu is going after Ashley, obviously. Mickey's so bothered by this that Ashley would dare have a conversation with Keanu, would dare confirm with something that Keanu confirmed, that they're good and that Ashley, Mickey, and Will are a unit. What? Just by saying, "Oh, and me and Will and Will's there, and he's all over the place." Mickey tells Ashley they don't work together until they decide they want to tell people. I'm sorry, what? It was so ridiculous. This conversation was long and painful and over the course of multiple rooms and people, and it was so annoying. So annoying. But yet Keanu has stated that he's going to, they're all like, I guess we're kind of working with Keanu a little bit, even though Keanu is saying he would put up Mickey, Morgan, and Jimmy if Jimmy stays. So that's the thing. The same people who were going to target you before are going to keep targeting you. It takes a really good deal or something really changing in the game for the target to get off you, especially after you've either targeted each other or you have, not been historically working together. So then Ashley says they're going back and forth, and Ashley's trying to kind of hear Mickey's point, and it just seemed like Mickey wanted to talk down to Ashley. So Ashley's like, "I do see your perspective, but I do see it from, so I see your perspective, but do I see it from that perspective? No. So I understand that's your perspective, but I don't see it from that perspective. Just because Keanu explicitly spelled out the names, he literally said your name, Mickey, and Will's name, my name, and I think he said something about Morgan." And Ashley's like, she made a really good point to Mickey. She's like, I mean, isn't that how alliances are formed? You pull people in and you all sit and talk in a group. Am I wrong? And then Will's like trying to play both sides of the fence in this conversation with Mickey and Ashley, or this debate or whatever argument. Will's like, "I see it both ways." And I'm like, oh my God, Will, stop. And Ashley just kept saying, "I get what you're saying. I just don't think it was that deep." Because that was quite literally what we were talking about. Mickey says, "It is deep if you are confirming me being associated with you, if that's not something that's good for my game at this point, and vice versa." Why would that not be good? At this point, you need the numbers. What are you talking about? Why would associating with Ashley not be good, but associating with Riley, Catherine, and Keanu be good? Or even Vince and Zach and being at the bottom of something they already have with Morgan. Like, what is going on in Mickey's brain? Mickey said, "Last week I told you to stop saying so much. Keep that in mind from my perspective." And then Ashley said, "I haven't been saying a lot." I mean, Ashley does say things, but she has been clocking the game, okay? As of late. Ashley says, "I haven't been saying a lot. Do you know how many people's things I know? And I am not saying it." She was given like Gretchen Wiener vibes in this conversation at times, but like a smarter Gretchen Wiener, obviously, with little Elle Woods mixed in. So she's like, "Do you know how many people's things I know and I don't be saying it? How do you feel?" You are the mediator. Will says, you talk a little bit. And Ashley says, to other people outside of our three? And Will says, no, you just talk. And Mickey says, sometimes less is more. Mickey, yes, write that down in your own journal. Read that to yourself as an affirmation. Sometimes less is more. And you're doing the most. And it is ridiculous. I am like mad. I told myself I wasn't going to be mad, but I'm like mad at Mickey because I wanted better for her and from her. And at this point, Ashley needs to completely just, I wish she would realize that Mickey is not prioritizing her. She doesn't respect her. She enjoys talking down to her, and she isn't going to work with her. She believes everyone else over Ashley, and she just wants to control her, and it's weird. But Ashley last night, she has been clocking the Vince and Lauren and Zach, and that what they're going to try to do is pull in Riley and Catherine into their little alliance. Because remember, they have a final three, which Zach and Vince seem far more aligned with and into and loyal to their final three they have with Lauren than they do their final three they have with Morgan, or now this 4 that they just added Mickey to because she's HOH and Vince didn't want to go on the block. So she was clocking that that's probably what they're doing. And literally as she was saying that, that's what they were doing downstairs, having a conversation. Keanu and Vince were talking, and Keanu asked Vince who he wants to work with. And Vince says, you, Riley, and Catherine. And I really like Lauren. Do you notice Morgan and Mickey, how you're not mentioned ever? And it's not because you're in the secret. Morgan and Vince are together 24/7. Morgan would basically lay down and die for Vince in this game. She's like, I trust him implicitly. Like, I trust him so much. It's not mutual, lady. And you are sinking your game with him and Zach because they do not prioritize you the way you prioritize them. And Keanu's like, yeah, I like Lauren. Of course they like Lauren. She's like, I don't really know. Yeah, I just don't know. You can go ask someone else. So while Morgan is doing their heavy lifting and having the conversations with them and just gaming all the time, Lauren just has to go, I don't know. I think I'm going to go take a shower. I think I'm going to brush my teeth. Like, she's just always taking a shower, brushing her teeth. Talk about the shower gate. It's Lauren trying to get away from these people. Let's see. So Keanu's like, I like Lauren. I feel like every time I enter a room, she leaves, though. She doesn't like me. That's everybody, Keanu, unfortunately for you. Vince also says you like Zach. Really? No shit, Vince. Keanu says, I don't know about Zach. Oh my God, Keanu, read the room. Now, last night was a pivotal moment when Will tried to kind of rein the people he's working with back in. Okay, because Ava, we lost the plot with Ava for a little bit because Ashley had confronted, I think yesterday, Ava about Zach and Vince trying to flip the vote to save Adrian and not Will, and that they were sneaky. Ashley's like, Zach's a liar. Yeah, I talked to him. Yeah, we brother-sister flirt or whatever, but I know he's a liar. And apparently she went up to Ava and she was like, so I can't believe, or she said something along the lines of like, oh, Zach and Vince, right? Trying to flip the vote. Ava's like, yeah, on Will. And then Ava goes, how do you know that? And Ashley's just like, I just had a feeling. So then Ava felt kind of set up. Like she gave away information and confirmed something. So they're not loving Ashley's tactics. But then it got to the point where then now Ava's like, I can't work with her. But I think the larger point here is if Will was going to prioritize Ava with, like he said, Rachel and Ashley, that should have maybe been something that Ava came to Will about. And so it was just a mess. So it became like an Ashley bash session. I'm like, oh shit, Ashley is screwed. However, Will did last night. He was talking to Ashley and Mickey quite a bit about the Keanu situation, about their standing in the game. And slowly but surely, Mickey started to talk to Ashley like a human, not talk down to her, not go, well, I don't know. I don't even know. She made some comment. They were saying something about, she's like, whoops, I don't even know if I like you. Like, What? So Will finally said it, and BB Facebook is going to be pissed. Will told Ashley and Mickey that he wants you guys brace yourselves for the reverse racism entering the chat. All the Facebook groups are going to be like, that's reverse racism. They're going to lose their reverse racism minds. He wants a POC, a person of color, to win. And I tweeted that last night. I was like, oh, Will just told Ashley and Mickey that he wants a POC to win. Oh, shit. BB Facebook is about to lose their reverse racism minds. And I've already seen it in the comments on Twitter. So after Will said that, he was like, we need to work together. Do you see how Lauren and Vince and Zach working together, why that's working for them is because they're talking to each other. They're on the same page. We need to get there. And I really want a person of color to win this season. I'm like, oh my God. Oh God. Remember how people lost their minds over the cookout? Can you imagine BB Facebook today? I was hoping they didn't see it. So don't tell them. If they didn't see it, don't tell them. Don't tell them. Because I'm going to have to see that shit. And they're going to be they'll be telling me all the fiction with the reverse racism. They're like, that's a thing. Someone already told me it's not 2020. That's just straight up racism. And I'm like, oh my God. We're not doing that. We're not pretending something is a thing that's not a thing. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I know. Cancel the show. The people of color want to work together. You better not. Where historically white alliances have ruled and gone on and no one has said shit and been like, oh, that's a 1 white and a 2 white, a 3 white, a 4, a 5 white, a 6 white, 7 whites in the room. Where are the people of color? They're downstairs and they're voting them out. But that's just gameplay. But don't let the people of color work together. Because then they're like, you better not. You better not. You better not. So just don't tell the Facebook. Okay, don't tell them. If you're on a BP Facebook group, don't tell them. Keep it our secret. 8 white more. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. They're gonna march. This is. You mean 4 people of color are working together? Oh my God, they're going to lose their shit. They're like, oh, that poor Riley. He never stood a chance because he's white. He's got that white skin. Okay. So Will has that conversation. Will is also telling Ashley and Mickey that the reason Zach, Vinny, and Lauren are succeeding, like I said, is because they collaborate together. Hello. They need to and he's like, our group needs to be more cohesive. We can't be because, this person talking shit about this person. No. We got to be cohesive like them to beat them. We got to figure our shit out. And then Ashley and Mickey did agree, but their personalities are not matching up. And Mickey does not respect Ashley, and it's pretty clear. Ashley was telling Mickey and Will that Zach was even insulated enough by Ava. So now we got to watch out for Ava, that Ava didn't feel the need to tell them about Zach trying to flip her. And Zach is everyone's bestie. And I was like, yes, Ashley, clock it. Clock how these little sneaks are going to get through with, I know Zach's game, showing his tits, little flirt man, Zach. I see what you're doing. He's everyone's bestie, but clock it.
Oh, half of you got to go. You got to go by noon today.
We got the dog. Oh, y'all done set it up. Y'all set it straight to the office.
Yeah, we heard the dog.
I love to see it. Hopefully people start listening. We'll see. Because your alliance member, Mickey, just joined a 4 with him and didn't put up Vince, which would have been far better for her game, but I digress. And they talk about the core 4 and how each of them will then have like a side piece, similar to the whatever they call, the onion strategy alliance, where it's like you have your core, but then this person has this person, this person, exactly what the cookout did. Okay. So they discussed that. Lauren and Vince were talking a lot, but it was more like Lauren being like, I'm not sure. But the interesting part was Lauren was talking to Vince. Vince is still shitting his pants about Rachel. Like, Vince is so scared of Rachel, and I love it. I love it. He was getting cocky for a minute when he wasn't renommed, but he's back to being scared shitless of Rachel and needs to target Rachel. Rachel. He's obsessed with our girl Rachel. All right. Jolene, you need Ace from Love Island song. Oh, for the song. Clock it. I probably am saying that because of watching Love Island. That's what's probably happening. So Lauren, talking to Vince about a discussion he had with Rachel, and said she was purposely, Lauren was saying that she was purposely talking really slow around Rachel's questions and like dancing around her questions. And it made me wonder. I had my little Carrie Bradshaw moment, like, which left me to ponder, is Lauren faking talking slow in order to get out of game talk and showing her hand?
Yeah.
And then I was like, probably not. I mean, I was probably using that a little bit, but even when she's talking with her allies, or she's just doing it to everybody. Is Lauren like a really fast talker in real life? Like all her friends are like, oh my God, Chatty Cathy, like won't shut up so fast. Remember the Micro Machine Man? Like she's like, blah, 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 blah. Like she cannot stop. You have a conversation with her and you're like, did you just snort Ritalin? Because this is intense. And then in Big Brother, she just says, yeah, it's really hard. I don't really know. Yeah, maybe you could talk to someone else. And if so, okay. Okay, Lauren. All right, here we go. So, again, it's a mess. Morgan looks ridiculous. Mickey looks ridiculous at this point. We'll see if this core 4 is going to be able to, undo the damage that part of the core 4 did with them, and playing essentially Zach and Vince's game and keeping Riley, but taking his HOH. It's a mess, you guys. This is just a mess. It ain't even a mess in a dress. It's just a mess. It's just a little ugly mess. And I don't like it. Yeah, Mickey needs to make up her mind, Amy, because then Mickey was like, well, if I win HOH again, okay, or she said, I wish I could win HOH again so I could put Vince up.
I wasn't listening to you. I was listening to myself just now. I wasn't listening.
I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch.
Don't understand, bitch. You were the HOH. And you could have put him on the block. What are you talking about? I wish I could do it again. Yeah, so do we. But you could have done that. Oh, now you're realizing that was the dumbest piece of dumb that ever dumbed idea to renom Jimmy over Vince, who prioritizes you zero, zilch, nada. It's like, I wish I could win it again so I could put him up. I mean, Rachel even told her, we saw in last night's episode, like, you need to make a queen move. A queen move, if we're playing this shit like chess, get Vinny on the block. Yeah, but just hearing Mickey talk, you got, oh my God. This week I can't. I hope for better for her, but I don't know. When she's like, no, Riley will do whatever I say because I saved his lady friend. No, he won't do whatever. Have you seen the man? He's unhinged. He enjoys slapping his dick against his thighs in the shower while women watch and love bombing and going, what the fuck? Like he can't control anything. What are you talking about? You can't control him. He can't control himself. And you think Catherine's going to prioritize you? She barely likes you, ma'am. And meanwhile, Riley and Catherine, you kept them in the game so that Zach and Vince and Lauren could take them and have the numbers over you. Congratulations, ladies. You really shit the bed on this one. And for what? What's your big prize? I don't understand. I don't understand, you guys. I do not understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand. I don't. Okay. So we have tonight's episode. We'll see. Jimmy for Butt Blaster, but put it in the comments after the video post. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you want to win the BB Butt Blaster tonight? What do you want to happen? This house needs a shakeup, and it needs it bad. And these people, are they the dumbest players we've ever watched play Big Brother? Are they? I think they might be. I don't know. BB19 was pretty bad. The Cult of Paul. It is amazing. It's still amazing to me. And I said this during my conversation with Angela yesterday, that Paul came back after 18 to go into 19 with friendship bracelets. And these people bowed down at his feet. And he had only played the game once. And he didn't win. Rachel Riley has now played it twice, among other strategy games. She's won it once, comes back, tries to tell people, her allies, and give them advice. And they're like, I don't think that bitch knows what she's talking about. No, she's stupid. Like, they treat her like she's an idiot. But Paul, who now is a 2-time Big Brother loser to Franzel and Josh Martinez, they were like, he's a genius. Whatever Paul, we're going to do what Paul said. I was working with Paul. Well, I was working with Paul. Well, I was really working with Paul. But were you really, really working? I was really, really working with Paul. But Rachel, she can go right to hell. They're like, go right to hell. Yeah, she's a woman over 4. Get out of here, lady. Oh my God. Go pick out a coffin. We do not have time to listen to you and your hot takes on multiple game shows and strategy shows you've been on and done well on and working in casting. Beat it. Okay. Go dig your grave. It's over. It's over, lady. It's over. So you guys are saying yes, they're the dumbest. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chats. Or the chat, the comment section after the video post, you guys. I'll be back. I'm going to watch the East Coast airing of the episode because I can't wait. I need to see right now. I need this butt blaster to happen and I need Jimmy to win. But either way, I'm also telling myself I don't give a shit. Okay. Whatever. Do whatever. Smash that like. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. Please comment away. Shout out to all my super chatters today. Davina, thank you so much. My Aquarius sister. David, thank you. Becca, Ashley, Kenzie, Alexandra, Busy Blue. Go subscribe to my friend Busy Blue. Witness, Evelyn, and Mark Wilson, and all of you beautiful pumpkin spice babies in the live chat. You all are wonderful. If you haven't checked out the Angela interview, go watch it after this while you wait for the episode. Share it with your friends. And I'll see you guys tonight. Always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.